braking, oh my God, it's like we're on pavement.
Mm-hmm.
Power. Oh yeah, look at this thing. Not even spinning, just accelerating normally. Here's some ice. Let's try a big brake with the studs. Whoa. I'm jumping in the e-tron, which unfortunately says it's due for an oil change. This is a fully electric car, might I remind you. Power on. Take a look at this. Oil change and inspection due. What the heck? Hello, good morning, and welcome to another Kyle Connor YouTube channel video. This is, of course, the channel where I talk about the cars that I own and things we're doing. And winter is coming. We have snowfall predicted for the next 3 days, and we're pretty much into December now. We're just a couple days away. So it's time to get all of the cars on with winter tires, at least most of them. I'm not going to put the Plaid on winters. The smart car is probably not going to go on winters, but pretty much everything else is. So today we're going to do 3 of them. We're going to do the Rivian. We're going to do the Model 3 Performance, which I'm getting back today. Dominic, my friend Dominic's been borrowing it for the last 3, 4, 5 months. I don't even know how long. That comes back today, so he's driving it back from Florida. And then we're going to put the e-tron on winter tires. Now, the e-tron is halfway through its sort of winter makeover. We're blacking the whole thing out, making it look sinister. But of course, by the time it's done, Colton's going to need another week or 2. We're going to be deep in snow coverage. So we're going to go and snag that halfway through the process, install the winter tires. So I'll walk you through everything we have to do. The Rivian's also going on winter tires. I'm going to talk about the tires we've selected because each of them are actually a little bit different, but they're all from Nokian. I'm a huge Nokian tire fan. It's no secret Nokian's been a huge supporter of out of spec over the years, and the partnership is growing and continuing. And that's really a dream come true, because how cool is it to have like a company and brand that like, oh, I've always loved Nokian winter tires. It's the Scandinavian choice of driving in the winter time. How cool is it that they support us now? It's so awesome. So I'll tell you about the tires we're putting on, what each car is getting, and sort of the plan to get it all done. I only have a few hours today because we're also moving offices and I have to do 2 airport runs. So we got a lot to do. This, of course, is my Rivian R1T. I actually just let a friend borrow it for the last, I don't know, 3,000 miles. She took it out to California and back, and I think she had a really good time with it. So I'm glad that it's got some use while I was over in Norway. We just arrived back, of course, and this thing is dirty, so maybe we'll give it a quick rinse off. But what I have in the back right now are the e-tron tires. What I didn't want to do is put tires in the back of the Audi, so, or at least just open ones like this. So I had them here in the garage. The e-tron's at Colton's shop, and we're going to go and drop these off at Discount Tire. No secret, I'm a big fan of Discount Tire. Not sponsored. They're just awesome. They do all of the cars. We know the guys over there. It's great. I also have 2 Model 3 wheels and tires. This is our winter set for the Model 3. They're 18-inch Martian MW03 wheels, and they're in like a really small, narrow configuration, almost like a rally tire, small. I think they're 18 by 7s. So we're running a pretty thin tire on these things on purpose, and these are the rears from last winter. Now you'll notice these have, all of the studs have been ripped out of this tire. That's actually because Alyssa had a malfunction with the car where it wouldn't release the parking brake. She got stuck in the middle of Nebraska. She was doing a dog transport trip in the car on these, and the car pretty much broke down and shredded the tire. And so I knew we needed to at least get 1 new tire. We ran the studded tires last winter, all 4 on the car, of course. And rather than just replacing 1, I said, let's just do the whole axle. So this tire is still pretty good. You can see it's gotten some use and wear because we did use the winter tires not as intended for a little experiment, but they actually held up really well. I'm so impressed with how well the studs stayed in this tire, but this was the worst one on the car. This one took most of the abuse. So the other 2 are actually looking pretty much fresh and brand new. We only did a few thousand miles on them. So what we're going to do is replace the rear axle with brand new studded Nokian tires right out of the factory, the Hakkapeliitta 10 EV. It's an EV specific tire with the foam on the inside. That's also what we've actually gone for with the e-tron. So the e-tron's also getting the 10 EV winter tires with the foam inside in 21-inch form. These are pretty rare, hard to get tires. The Model 3 ones are a little bit more easy to find, but no joke, some serious rubber on this thing. So yep, the Model 3 is going to get a full set of studded Nokians. The e-tron's getting a full set of studded Nokians. And I was thinking about just running the Outpost AT tires. This is sort of the all-terrain tire that we have on our Sprinter and on the Rivian right now. We actually took this into Wyoming in the middle of winter. We shot a video for our Out of Spec Overlanding channel last year on these tires, and they were truly awesome. I mean, triple snow peak rated tire, really good. But I was talking to the guys at Nokian, and I was like, you know, I was thinking maybe we should take the Rivian ice racing. I know we're going to do it with the Model 3. I know I want to get Alyssa out on some of the ice and snow tracks. We also do get a little bit of ice here in the front range, which is why I want the e-tron on studded tires, just for extra safety for Alyssa. It actually doesn't help in the snow. We'll talk about the tire compounds later on, but it does help in ice. And we've just had, especially in our area, a lot of ice, specifically on our road. I have a video of just accidents happening in this intersection right here. It's pretty gnarly. And Nokian was like, oh, if you're going to go ice racing, let's put the SUV studded tires on this. It's like a pickup truck SUV, higher load rating than the EV specific tires for the Rivian. And they're like, let's at least try it out. Let's see how the truck does. So that's what we have at the office right now. So that set's over there. Okay, so a lot of explanation as to what's going to go on. Essentially, I'm going and dropping all of these tires off at Discount Tire right now. We're then going to drop the Rivian off at Colton's shop, pick up the e-tron, get those wheels and tires switched over, and we don't have much time to do it. So let's jump inside. The Rivian's preconditioning. Let's go swap over some snow tires. In the Rivian into reverse, 42% state of charge. I think when I drop it over at Colton's, I'll plug it into the new Autel charger that we installed there, and so it'll get some juice. Rear cross traffic alert working well. I love that I can get in this truck and be in reverse before my butt even hits the seat. It's just instant on and go. That is just, these things are amazing. Now, I haven't really tied down any of the tires in the back. It's a little sketchy. So we're just gonna take it nice and easy. It's just over there. And hopefully none of the wheels and tires fall out. So we're just gonna go nice and easy over the bumps. And you gotta live life on the edge a little bit, right? Quick stop off at Starbucks, of course, just to get the day going. Gotta always come on over here. And here we are arriving to Discount Tire. There's two of them in town, and I came to this one because it's usually a little less busy, but this parking lot is full. Of course, I don't have an appointment, so I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. We'll have to see. Here's a parking spot up front. That's what we're talking about, folks. So let's see if we can go into this thing without curbing any wheels. I think we can. In we go. Boom. Let's go negotiate this transaction with them. All right, all tires unloaded in the shop. The guys are so cool here. They're just like, oh yeah, we'll just squeeze you in throughout the day. So unloaded the set for the e-tron, unloaded the rear wheels and tires for the Model 3. So they're gonna get working on swapping the tires onto the Model 3 wheel. Told them I wanna keep one as a spare. We're now heading to Colton's shop, Clear Detailing, to pick up the e-tron. So let's go do that. And welcome to Clear Detailing. Timon is here. Here's his GX, looking pretty clean. Here's the Audi, the Progress, the black grille is in. It's not done yet. We're blacking everything out. It hasn't been in for paint correction yet. All that Colton has done so far is put the grille in, but that was like a multi-day, crazy long project. If you watch my previous video on this car, each one of these little things is like different pieces. It's pretty insane. Here's his Overland built all-road, super sick, love that. We need to do an e-tron versus all-road thing. That would be pretty freaking neat. Max tracks on the roof. But let's go see what's going on inside. Looks like the e-tron's plugged into the Autel charger. Good morning.
What's up? Hey.
Hello. Wow, another Rivian in here.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I like the crossbars.
They look quite cool.
Yeah, I think we need to get a set of crossbars.
Yeah, they look really nice.
I think you can run 3 on the roof of the R1S.
3?
Yeah, there's 3 spots on R1S, and then 2 here, and then 2 on the roof. We should go max crossbar.
10 here, 10 up top.
Yeah, it'd be like a 3-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Autel charging port in, and are we gonna charge? There we go. It's going. Very nice. So we should see the full 48 amps on this thing. 3 kilowatt, 4 kilowatt. Should see more than that. 5. Let's climb it off. 6, 7. Should do more than that. 8, 9, 10, Great. Well, we'll charge it up to 70% and got the keys to the Audi, so let's go take that to get the tire swap. All right, we've come up with a good plan. I've left the Leaf at our office, so Timon's actually running to my house to get the keys to the Leaf. We're gonna drop the Audi off at the tire place. We're gonna pick the Leaf up on the way home from the office, and then we have to drop his Lexus off to get serviced up there. I'm jumping in the e-tron, which unfortunately says it's due for an oil change. This is a fully electric car, might I remind you. Power on. Take a look at this. Oil change and inspection due. What the heck? Out of spec Audi. It's real dirty in here. Colton's going to put it through the whole cleaning process. But again, before it goes to that, I figured we should get the winter tires on. So when Alyssa gets it back, it's all good and ready to go for her. So into drive, leaving the Rivian charging. Off we go then. Just running errands. Uh-oh. Automatic suspension lift. See owner's manual. What? What? This is new. What's going on with our suspension? Automatic suspension lift. See owner's manual. Well, let's see what it says here. We're in comfort. We're in normal. The warning went away. I think we're good. Okay, just a bug. It's still under warranty, so if it's gonna break now. We only have another year or two of warranty. So yeah, would prefer the suspension to take a crap immediately. That way we have a fresh whatever breaks when this thing goes out of warranty, because our plan is to keep the e-tron for a while coming. Alyssa looked at the new e-tron. We thought probably wasn't worth the upgrade for our use. We looked at EX90. She's not so into it. She looked at R1S. I think she actually likes her e-tron more, so that's why we're going through and cleaning it and getting it upgraded, because I think we're going to have it for a while. Cruising now in the e-tron, and I just love this car. There is nothing that's as built well as this, that just fits me perfectly. The cabin's amazing. The sound system is incredible. And wow, just an insane cruiser. Also, really good driver assistance. You can see that little wheel right there. It's got a capacitive steering wheel, and it's just keeping us right in the lane, doing everything we need to do. It's got a head-up display, of course. So feature-rich here. Very thirsty. Very thirsty. So yeah, we're just cruising on over. Can't hear a thing on the outside. I mean, it's just another level of refinement coming into this car that you really get with iX, EQS SUV. But I'm just so glad we have something of this caliber in the garage that just is a German, overbuilt, insanely optimized car. I mean, it's just, they went all out on the sound deadening. It's amazing. So yep, off to Discount Tire we go. We're gonna get the Hakkapeliitta 10 EV snow tires mounted on this thing, and then yeah, can't wait to shoot snowmobiling videos with this and go take the Audi to the max in the snow. And now we're back. Tires are on. Everything's looking good. Things are happening. We have picked up the Leaf. We're over here. I think it's not totally signed yet. I'm expecting the lease at the new out-of-spec hub, I think is what we're going to call it. We have these two buildings here, but conveniently across the street is this Big O Tires, where Timon is, I think, getting some work done on his Lexus. So let's go take a look. Fast forward. It's now the next day. We got pounded with snow. It's just starting to. I'm just trying to keep on top of the sidewalk here. Ellie, please go inside before you run away. All right, Ellie. So now it's time to pull the Model S out of the driveway because it's at like 15% state of charge. I really need to charge it. I didn't want us to let it sit low all night, but then the ID4 was lower. So this is charged up to 80% now. We're gonna unplug that and put the Model S on the charger. But first snow for this car. Let's see what happens. Heat pump's running away. You can hear it. Pretty neat. Do the good old foot tap. 14% state of charge. Battery is cold. Little window slam to knock off the snow. See how strong these wipers are. Ooh, not that strong. Let's try it again. There we go. And again. Nice.
You don't have snow tires on this?
No, it's on summer performance tires.
Oh.
Look, you just got Florence. That's Florence. Frick. Charge port's just full of snow. Again, this one's a 2023 Chattanooga built ID4, brand new one. First snow, car's only got a couple 100 miles on it. Let's tap the feet. In we go, 82%. I did bump it to 90% just a little while ago, and it goes back to 80 the way I have it set. So, car on, airbag error, parking sensor errors. This car needs to go in for service. Typical Volkswagen software stuff. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't the case. So we're going to do the 2-finger tap for the heated seat. That's the trick. And we're going to go here to mode, and we're going to go to traction, which should enable full-time all-wheel drive and give us as much traction as we can have. We're also going to put on all of the heated windshield and front all-weather lights and heated windshield. The windshield's actually heated in this car, which is pretty cool. We're going to rock the rear wiper a little bit there. Cool. As long as no one's coming, we should be good to head out into the street. Should have significantly better performance than the Model S out in the snow. And oh yeah, this thing is like a rocket ship out here. Look at this thing, boogieing and brakes, perfect. Wow, really good stuff here. So we'll let some of these guys go down the street. We'll pull this around, pull the Model S in the garage, and then we're gonna go finish getting snow tires. The Rivian is at Discount Tire right now. We left it there last night, Timon did actually. And a little understeer, but wow, I'm actually kind of impressed with these tires in the snow. You're definitely sliding around. It's no snow tire, but pretty good actually. So let's just parallel park it over here for now. And we'll throw the Model S in. Man, I love snow days. I think I'm gonna film a whole snow review of the ID4 hazard so no one hits it. Let's put the Model S in the charging spot in the drive. And we're just out for a quick cruise to get some Starbucks. Looks like this BRZ is completely stuck and not on the correct tires. Yeah, those look like pure summer tires, buddy. With a rear-wheel drive car, probably shouldn't be doing that, yo. And it's a Subaru, but it's just a rear-wheel drive one. So yeah, that's always the problem driving out in the snow. It's not your car in a sense, it's always other people, making sure people can stop around you and aren't sliding around you, because it's really the first big snow of the season here. I mean, we got hit, I guess, when we were in Norway, but people are just not accustomed to this at all. So we're just gonna scooch on in front of this guy. If you take a look ahead, and we're gonna pull into Starbucks. I have the ID4. I've been trying out a few different modes. In terrain mode, it seems to be doing really well. Definitely a tire limitation when it comes to turning and braking though. I'm just a fan of dedicated snow tires. All seasons aren't bad. I mean, for our environment, I would think snow tires are probably the way to go. And after this drive, I'm thinking maybe Michaela should get a set of snows.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because she does. She goes up to the mountain a lot, and she's actually doing a nursing thing in the mountains for a couple weeks, so she'll be up there.
Yeah, maybe a set of Nokians are in order for this car.
Yeah.
That would make an interesting video anyway. So cool, maybe we'll do that. And we just took the ID4 over here to Michaela's house, and I shot a whole video on how it does in the snow. Really good powertrain control, ESP control, lots of different modes. There's a whole like off-roady or traction mode, and then you can back stability control off and have some fun. We're gonna leave the keys here. We're gonna pick up the e-tron. I actually just preconditioned it as we pulled up. It's so nice and peaceful with all this snow around. Really just awesome. And yeah, e-tron's looking good. We got the studded Nokian tires on there. Hell yeah. The studs actually will help. You can see this person's getting stuck in their driveway actually. So the studs will help, because out on the roads where they've plowed, it's actually turned into a bit of ice already, just from these weather conditions. So let's see if we get some wheel spin action. No, pretty good. Diesel wagon, that's pretty sick. So yep, we got the studs here. That'll be sick on the Nokians. I guess the keys are inside. So we're gonna do that swap, Alyssa? All right, let's do it. And then I'm really looking forward to trying out this thing on the Hakkapeliitta 10 EVs. First time driving on the snow in the winter tires. We have 70 miles of range predicted at about 50%. That's not so good. Let's go here to All Road, which is the sort of snow situation. It raises the suspension slightly. I got the all-weather lights on, headlights on. Let's go drive on the snow tires now in all-road mode. will be super interesting to see how it does. That's what this thing's made for. Wow. Instantly way more grip than the ID4. Braking, oh my God. It's like we're on pavement.
Mm-hmm.
Power, oh yeah, look at this thing. Not even spinning, just accelerating normally. Here's some ice. Let's try a big brake with the studs. Whoa. Night and day difference from the all seasons. That is so freaking cool. The Audi has turned into a full-on snow rally machine. Love it. So now we're on our way to go pick up the Rivian, which just got its studded winter tires installed. Not the same tire. We went with the studded SUV tire. This one is an electric tire. So I guess this one will be much quieter than the Rivian will be in practice. So what's the best way to go? I guess
That
we'll
way?
go this way.
Wait, which discount
it's
is?
at the northern discount tire.
Oh.
Wow, this is incredible. I mean, just in terms of it's like we're on freaking pavement. What the heck? Just insane. Look at the just point forwards. I'm just gonna do a steering maneuver. Ready? Hard turn. Hard turn. It's like we're literally on pavement. So good. Wow. Really, really, really good here. Very pleased. Love winter tires. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, in the Rivian now. Got a truck and a bed full of tires on the studded SUV versions. I'll show you everything when we get back home. Gonna play around with it a little bit on the drive, but super light steering instantly. Notice the same with the e-tron. Usually happens with brand new tires, but brand new winter tires, especially when you're on a loose surface like this, steering always gets pretty light. Ooh, nice diesel X5 right there. That is pretty cool. Love those things. You can always tell a diesel X5 because they actually have really clean tailpipes. The petrol ones, or the, I guess, combustion gas ones, always have really dirty tailpipes. The diesels always have polished ones. So that's your giveaway. It also says 35D on the side, but look at that. A little slide, little grip, no issues here at all. Wow, loving this. Have to play a little, I don't want to go too crazy with the tires. Let's try and slide it. Oh no, it's just like pavement. Freaking awesome. All right, let's gently cruise because nothing's strapped down in the back, just like before. It's only about, I don't know, 1.5 miles, 2 miles home, something like that. We'll just squeeze through the light and we are good to go. Let's do it. And this is why winter tires are a good idea, because not moving anywhere there, bud. Oh, that sucks. And there goes the plow. Very nice. We got the Rivian up, kind of parked up on the curb, got all the tires in it. Man, these things are freaking awesome. They are the Nokian Hakkapeliitta 10 SUV tire. Like them a lot. Pretty quiet, honestly, considering it's not an EV tire. Like the e-tron, we honestly couldn't even hear the studs with the windows closed. When you roll down the windows, you certainly hear them, but with this much sound insulation in the e-tron, you do not notice the studs on dry pavement. The Rivian, a bit, but really not that bad, to be honest. And I have to do more testing. I went low speed over here, of course, just because I had the tires in the back. So I'm going to unload this, and then we're going to do some skids and see how the powertrain works in the snow in the Rivian, and do some nice drifty action with some good grip. That'll be kind of fun. But man, does it not look good out in the snow. That is great. But we have to charge everything. The Tesla is almost at 50%. The e-tron needs to be charged. This is dead. Timing's coming up in the Model 3, which he'll be arriving dead. So, and the Leaf needs to go to a CHAdeMO charger because it's dead. We need more chargers. Somehow magically my tonneau cover still works. It stopped working, so I kicked the crap out of it just to move it, and then it was working great. Sending it, and yeah, let's just go for a quick ride in this. I got to rearrange all the cars because we need to charge everything, like I mentioned. Got all the tires out of it. So let's jump in. I do have the all-weather mats sitting in the garage for this thing, so probably got to install those. We're at 16% and I have to tow the trailer today. So battery low, charge up when you can. Got it, understood. I want to go slide around in the snow a little bit before we go do any of that stuff. So let's go find a nice open parking lot and test these tires out, shall we? Let's go for a rip. Hell yeah. Instant massive grip. Wow. All the grip in the world. All right, check this out. Fresh powder. You can see how deep the tracks are. That's not even down to the pavement. That's still snow beneath that. We're just in normal, all-purpose, everything's standard. I'm just going to floor it. Let's just see what kind of traction we get, shall we? Full send. Oh, yes. And braking. Braking's okay, but it's mostly an ABS thing. Let's go off-road, all-purpose. Wait, off-road, go off-road. All-terrain, that's what I'm looking for. We'll keep it in standard ride height. All right, that should be a good snow profile. Oh yes, instantly notice a change in electric motor stuff. This is where I just did an ID4 acceleration, deceleration test. So let's just floor it here now. Oh yeah. Much more wheel spin, all good, and full brakes. Oh yes. Yeah. Oh yes. This is so cool. Love it. On legit tires. You can just come send it through here too. Just so easy to place it. Man, I got to spend more time in the snow with the Rivian, but I cannot wait to get this thing up in the mountains, go ice racing with it on these tires. I love winter tires. Now, of course, the studs don't help us at all here. Let's see if we can go into drift mode really quick. And soft ride, we want comfort. See if we can just slide it out of here. Oh yeah, easy. Big skids. That's what I'm talking about. What a truck. We're back out in the e-tron. Timon wanted to give the tires a go. Do a hard brake on these.
It works.
It's pretty impressive.
Way better than your Model 3 on all seasons.
Right, it's on Nokian all seasons, but it just shows like just insane acceleration on something that you just drove here on Nokian tires, but on not winter ones.
I wasn't like sketched out at all, but at time like pulling into the Charger in Lakewood, it was a little slippery.
Yeah, well, that's the benefit of studs on a surface like this where it's just ice underneath. Nice. Yeah,
too much grip.
It's an Audi. Yeah, you got to put it in dynamic mode for it to juice the rear motor. Otherwise, it'll just go front motor.
Oh, well, it still works.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I mean, this thing's feels like it's unstoppable.
Yeah, I wouldn't go into it driving like that, but
right.
You got your insurance of studded tires there.
Yeah, we got studded tires. This guy's cruising with the Christmas tree on the roof. What the heck is going on here?
I saw 2 Corvettes.
Really?
Yep.
Out in the snow?
Yeah, one on I-70.
Oh, wow.
C8, hazards on, going 15 miles an hour.
Some dude got stuck at the end of the street earlier.